What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. The March Madness tournament has officially started, and a lot of people love watching it, of course. I've never been a big college basketball watcher, but I can definitely tell the excitement for March Madness. So today, I decided let's bring March Madness into the NBA here in NBA 2K23. Today, we're going to be doing a March Madness rebuild. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one, subscribe if you are new to the channel, especially drop a like if you enjoy different ideas like this. I'm trying to mix it up a little bit other than my traditional just team rebuild. So if you guys are enjoying these, definitely drop a like. Helps the YouTube algorithm, lets me know you guys are enjoying stuff like this. So I'm trying to be more creative for y'all. So yeah, like I said, dropping a like really tells me you guys are liking these. So yeah, what we're going to be doing, it is going to be a fantasy draft, a shortened season, and of course, the playoffs are going to be one game elimination. That's how it's going to go. So it's basically a play-in tournament, the whole tournament, and the NBA playoffs. You guys know what March Madness is. Why am I even explaining it? So who I get really doesn't matter because, like I said, it's going to be a fantasy draft. So I'm just going to go ahead and 3, 2, 1, and I'll stop now. So I get to be the Thunder, I guess. So by the way, there's no advantage here by using the Thunder. The previous traded draft picks are off. What pick do we even have? I'm actually curious what pick we're about to have. Okay, not too bad. I'm going to let the CPU draft, though. We're going to see what they give me, and I'm going to try to rebuild my team after the fantasy draft. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a player props app that allows you to choose overs or unders on your favorite players that you enjoy watching each and every day. It is available on mobile or desktop, and this is how it looks. They give you the number, and you're going to choose over or under on it. They pretty much have every sport you can imagine, whether it's soccer, NFL, NHL. They have a ton of different options. So this is how it works. You choose between 2 to 6 players, 2 being 3 times your money, all the way up to 6 players, 25 times your money. PrizePicks has just elevated my watching experience to a whole new level. So if you want to sign up, I also have some of my entries as examples here. That way you can kind of see how it works. But if you want to sign up, links in the description. Use code Crushables. They match your deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. Thank you, PrizePicks, for sponsoring today's video. So as you can see, there's not many games on the calendar. I believe there's like 25 games we're going to be playing this season. There's a lot of rest time between these games, so we're in a pretty good spot. I am very curious to see who the CPU gave me, though. Like I said, we're going to be trying to rebuild this team from here and trying to win a championship March Madness format. So moment of truth, who did 2K give me? Zion Williamson. Okay, I'll take that. And then Tyrese Maxey. That's actually not a bad start. Tari Eason as well. Chet Holmgren. Bro, this is actually a really solid team. Like, actually super solid. A lot of young studs here. Zion and Maxey and Chet Holmgren. Chet next to Zion. That's actually perfect. I love that. We get Zion out of Duke, Chet Holmgren out of Gonzaga. And then Maxey. I'm not even sure where Maxey went to college. Went to Kentucky. Oh, that's something I probably should have known. But we're going to move Maxey to point guard. I love this roster. This roster is already set to succeed, in my opinion. So, starting 5 as of right now would be Maxey, Eric Gordon. Kuzma's not a bad piece. Chet Holmgren, Zion Williamson, Tari Eason. I low-key want to start Tari Eason. I don't know how I'm going to make this work, though. So, I guess Kuzma, Eason. Yeah, Zion's going to have to start at the power forward. Yeah, I don't know if I can really start Eason. Eventually, once we move Kuzma, which I probably will do maybe at, like, the deadline, we can, like, you know, put Eason as the starting small forward. Because I think he could develop into a nice 3-and-D wing for us. And then Eric Gordon's contract this year. So, we definitely have some assets. I'm really excited about this roster. So, I'm actually just going to see how this goes. I'm not even going to touch anything just yet. Proficiency is a balance. I feel like with Maxey and Zion, this team is going to be really damn good. Like, I think we're already in a good position, but of course it's such a shortened season. The margin for error is so little. So let's just simulate maybe through November 25th. Let's see how this would go. So we lose our first game, lose our third game. Okay, we won 1, lost 4. Okay, we lost 5 games. So yeah, I think it's safe to say, since we literally have no margin for error, we only have so many games left. Let's start to make some moves, maybe using like Kuzma and Gordon's contract. So I know exactly who I want to bring. We got a Villanova shooting guard, small forward, Mikal Bridges, who of course is having a fantastic season now that he's with Brooklyn, but he would be perfect. Right now he's doing pretty bad on the season, so maybe his trade value is diminished at this moment. I'm going to try to get Mikal Bridges as my starting shooting guard next to Maxey. I think that could be really damn solid. And then Easton can be our starting small forward. And we kind of have the starting 5 I want to roll with going forward. Then we could fix the bench from there. So Kuzma. And then I think the Raptors are the one that had Mikal Bridges. So we'll go Mikal Bridges. So it'd be Kuzma, Mikal Bridges. And then I don't know if Eric Gordon or like Killian Hayes would make this money work. And then 1 unprotected pick. It's actually very valuable. So maybe I shouldn't trade my 2023 unprotected. So Kuzma, Hayes, and a 2025 unprotected. What if we could do without Killian Hayes? I wonder if we can keep Hayes. Maybe Kobe White instead. because I feel like Hayes will develop a little bit better. So let's offer this. They don't agree to it immediately. That's fine. I'll offer like 3 seconds and see if they agree. That's 2, by the way, not 3. And then we'll go 1 more. No. Let's say 1 more first round pick. So this will be worth it in my opinion. They don't agree to it though. Not Kobe White. Maybe Killian Hayes does have to be in the trade. 2-star trade value. 2025, 2027. Do I give up my 2024 as well? All this for Mikal Bridges. I feel like he'd be perfect to bring in here, but that might be pushing it over a little too much. Maybe the Raptors right now are contending. Is that why they're not really, sold on this package? Let's see. And they are buying. So they're the worst team. Well, I mean, it's only 1 and 3, but yeah, they suck right now and they're not willing to give him Mikal Bridges. Let's wait maybe a little bit longer. Let's see if we can win this Boston game. We don't. Man. All right, let's see if it changed now and see if that changed anything with Toronto. Let's see if they maybe change their mind. So they're still buying. Okay, let's go just to the trade deadline and hopefully they change their mind then. Mikal Bridges is sounding like he's going to be off limits. I've tried to get him. It's just not working. So what if we can get Desmond Bane? He's actually having a really good season right now. 24.5 points per game out of Texas Christian. Hamdi Diallo. I think I have to sacrifice this unprotected pick. It's 3-star trade value, but getting Desmond Bane I think is worth it. So Desmond Bane is going to be our brand new starting shooting guard here. And Kuzma is still going to be here. So that's still another piece we can trade away later on. So now we have Maxey and Bane as our backcourt, which I actually love. Maxey's averaging 18 points per game, and Zion is averaging 28.5. So yeah, this team is disappointing right now. Only 6-11 on the season. I don't know if we're going to be able to, with Desmond Bane being here, I don't know if we're going to be able to change our luck around and make the playoffs. I really hope so, especially since we just traded our first round pick, but we'll see what happens. So in this shortened season, you got MVP going to Giannis. Paulo's rookie of the year in Houston. Zach LaVine, 6th man in Miami, so he's coming off the bench. Anthony Davis, defensive player in Toronto. Shingun in a Bucks jersey, and then Doc Rivers, coach of the year, 21-8. So Philadelphia, we just stole Desmond Bane from them, but they're still doing pretty solid. Shout out to him. And then Tyler Jameson, executive of the year. So I'm assuming Zion maybe made a team. I don't see him though, so we were a little disappointing. But we did make the play-in, so we do have a chance here of getting into the playoff dance. We had 27 from Zion, 22 from Desmond Bane, and 19 from Maxey. Kuzma with 16, and then 13 from Chet Holmgren, 11 from Tariq Eason, and 11 from Eric Gordon. Honestly, this offseason, what I plan on doing is probably using Kuzma's salary. I might have to sign and trade him because he's going to be a free agent, but we can like sign and trade Kuzma for like some good bench pieces, and then move Tariq Eason to the starting small forward spot. And then we should have like Zion, Bane, Maxey, or Holmgren, and Eason as our starting 5 with hopefully a really solid bench. So hopefully that can work out for us. But are we going to get past New Orleans? We do. And just like that, we are in the tournament. Portland is the first seed. Interesting. Okay. 1 game elimination. So each game is going to count. We get to play the Sacramento Kings. They got Damian Lillard, Clay, Keldon Johnson, Olynyk, Robinson, Isaiah Joe, Thomas Bryant, and Jalen McDaniels. All right, let's go with Simcast with each one of these. Since it is only 1 game elimination, there's really no margin for error here. So let's see if we can come in here and maybe upset the Sacramento Kings. We all know March Madness is full of upsets, and it's looking good so far. We might be able to pull it off unless we blow a lead. Looking good, looking good. Oh my goodness, so close. But it's looking like we might be blowing it here at the end, and we do. Man, for a moment there, it looked like we were about to win the game, but unfortunately, we do end up losing to the Sacramento Kings. And let's see who goes win. James Harden is, we got Conference Finals MVP, Celtics and Warriors. And you got the Warriors going on to win it all with James Harden as your Finals MVP. So nothing's changing, I guess, in the NBA, as you can see. So one thing I'm excited about is our draft pick, at least, isn't in the lottery. So we got Victor Wembanyama about to enter this league. And we end up with, well, the 76ers have our pick because we traded it for Desmond Bane, which I'm not too discouraged by. But Orlando's about to add Victor Wembanyama. So I don't know what else they have, but that's pretty scary, obviously, as usual. So I mean, I like where we're at as a roster. It's just a matter of putting the bench together, and I think we're going to be able to win a championship here soon. We already have like a really nice big 4, a nice young up-and-coming big 4. Like the CPU literally set me up for, really nicely, so I'm very excited about that. So Holmgren, I'm not trading anything like this. So I don't think I'm trading anyone here. Bruno Fernando, Christian Coloco, those might be pieces we use later on, but let's just go straight to player options. And let's see what we got. So Eric Gordon, I'm going to accept. Kuzma declines this player option, but I'm going to use Eric Gordon's expiring contract to see if I can acquire somebody. Or I wonder if I would open up cap space, but this free agency class isn't that good anyway, so I guess I can't be too upset with that. Kobe White and Ayo Dosunmu are 2 free agents. I definitely want to bring back, I think, Ayo Dosunmu. He'll actually go up in overall, and Kobe White's a free agent. So do I have money? Oh, I guess I do have cap space, even despite accepting Eric Gordon's salary, apparently, which is actually kind of cool. So that's awesome. We can maybe use this because, I mean, we got a bunch of rookie contracts, so I guess it makes sense. So maybe we don't really need to use Eric Gordon's contract. I didn't need to accept this whatsoever. So I'm just going to dump him to like, I mean, it really doesn't matter, to Tim Hardaway, Evan Fournier. We free up about 8 million. Jaden Springer. I'm going to trade New Orleans for Jaden Springer. It's going to dump up plenty of money for us. And now we should be able to sign like a really good free agent. So Maxey, Killian Hayes. I guess we already have our backup point guard, shooting guard. Right now, I'm going to move Tari Eason to small forward. I actually want to be able to start Tari Eason. I think he's going to be really good there for us. So we have our starting 5 collectively. Fernando and Coloco, I don't know if I can trust them as backup centers. We'll kind of see. I guess the one thing I kind of want to see is if I can get like a really good 6-man here. So like Gary Trent Jr. off the bench is like perfect for what we could use. Kuzma, he's asked for a little too much money than Jeremy Grant, or then you got Porzingis, Jeremy Grant, Draymond, and you got like Lopez, Vucevic, Wood. So I'm actually going to go for Gary Trent Jr. I actually like the idea of Gary Trent Jr., another Duke alumni. So we're going to try to get him paired up with Zion. And we still have money to sign another really good bench piece. So I'm going Gary Trent Jr. And I'm also going to sign maybe like a Jakob Poeltl off the bench. Or yeah, I think Jakob Poeltl would actually be really nice. So I'm going to sign Gary Trent and Jakob Poeltl. We have to renounce Kuzma, which maybe I don't even have to do that. I guess I would have to. So I'm going to renounce Kuzma. So our bench is getting really good here, which I love. Kobe White. Might renounce him, and we still have money to sign like another really good player. So Cameron Johnson off the bench, really like that as well. I'm going to sign Cameron Johnson to my last big contract. I think these 3 additions as bench pieces are going to go a long way. I love that very much for us. So it's Maxey Hayes, Bane, Gary Trent, Cameron Johnson, Tari Eason, Zion, and then Chet Holmgren and Jakob Poeltl, and then Fernando and Coloco. So I think we're set. We kind of have a full rotation as it is right now. We could sign like another player, but I'm good, man. Let's just go straight up player progression. This team should develop. Ayodasumo is up. So you got Zion up to a 95, Maxey up to an 89, Bane 87, 82, 82. As you can tell, the whole roster is literally just developing. So there's no reason why we shouldn't find our way into the tournament potentially as a high seed. Even if you're a high seed, though, it really doesn't matter, of course, because there's just so little margin for error. Like, you got to be good. Like, you can't allow an upset. We see it all the time. So here we go. Let's go to this next season. Let's look at our rotation altogether. So power rankings are only going to land us at 18, though. So they're not very high on us going into the season. So Maxey, Bane, Eason, Zion, Holmgren, Gary Trent, Jakob Poeltl, Cameron Johnson, Ayodasumo. Personally, I'm in love with rotation. Hopefully the results follow, and we'll be in the playoffs as a high seed in this Western Conference. So Nikola Jokic in Orlando wins MVP. So does that mean they have Wembanyama and Jokic on the same team? That is definitely very, very terrifying. I don't know if I love that. AD defensive player Murray is your most improved in Denver. Carlisle, coach of the year, 23-6 for the Pacers. So very good season for the Pacers. Does Zion make it? He does make it this time, All-NBA third team. We were much better this season. And we are. And by the way, if you didn't notice something, I also eliminated conferences. Now we got 1 playing 16 and then 2 playing 15. And then, you know, it just keeps going forward. So now we get to play Boston, which is the 14th seed, as we're the 3rd seed. If we look at the player stats for this season, you had 28 from Zion, 22 from Maxey, 17 from Bane, 15 from Chet, and then 13 from Gary Trent, 11 from Tari Eason, and 10 from Jakob Poeltl, 8 from Cameron Johnson. So what does Boston have going for them? Let's see. And where did Orlando finish? They are not even in here. That is actually insane. Orlando, I guess I eliminated the play-in tournament. So with Wembanyama and Jokic, Orlando did not make the playoffs unless I'm missing them, but I don't see them. So Boston has McCollum, Suggs, Jimmy, Collins, Claxton, Adams. Pretty solid roster, pretty solid, but let's take them down here, man. It'd be really nice if we could just move on here and not even think about it. Let's go to the second round. Got really close to advancing last year as a lower seed. Boston is giving us a run for our money, but we are going to take a lead. As long as we can hang on to it, we're moving on, and we are going to be moving on to the Sweet. I was about to say, no, I guess this is already the Sweet 16 because we got 16 teams in here. So now we're in the Elite 8, I guess is what they call it. So Chicago is next. They have Morris, Rozier, Middleton, Draymond, and Joel Embiid. That's terrifying. Hey, Embiid and Simmons are teammates again. That's kind of funny. Gallinari, Larry Nance. So this should be a tough matchup. Let's see if we can get to the Final Four, and maybe we can just squeak by here, Chicago. I mean, Joel Embiid is definitely terrifying. I don't know if Chet's going to be able to hold him, but we'll see. They take the lead, and they might be off and running unless we get the lead back. And it is close. We get it back at the very end, and we hang on to it. So just like that, we're into the Final Four, and we get to play Golden State or Philadelphia. So this should be fun. And we got a 10th seed and a 2nd seed. We get the 2nd seeded Golden State Warriors, who made it to the finals last year and won it all. Atlanta and Milwaukee. So a 16th seed has made it all the way to the conference finals, or the final four, I guess we're saying today. So Harden, Green, that could be your future backcourt in real life in Houston, by the way. Wiggins, Trey Murphy, Vucevic, Drummond, Josh Richardson. I feel like we can beat this team. We got Nasir Little as well. All right, I feel like we can do it. I feel like we can do it. We can get to the championship, and we can hoist a trophy as long as we upset Golden State here. Can we do it? Can we do it? All right, it's a close back and forth game, but it looks, actually, why am I saying back and forth? We're blowing them out. What am I even saying? We're blowing them out right now, unless they come back, which they're kind of squeaking in here a little bit. But wow, bro, this has gotten so close, it's not even funny. We got to jump in and watch this, because what is going on? We had such a big lead, and now we're just blowing it. They've beat us by 18 points here in the fourth quarter. I guess this is what March Madness is all about, right? They have they have the ball. Let's just say that. I was about to say something else, but they have the ball. James Harden's going to dribble it up. Let's see what he's going to do. He's going to pass it out to Nasir Little, driving on Jakob Poeltl. Got nowhere to go. He's going to pass it to Trey Murphy on the perimeter. 10 seconds left on the clock. Passing it to Drummond, not Draymond. This is different. And then James Harden's wide open. He misses it, though. Oh, my goodness. What a terrible miss by James Harden. And we got the ball now. Now we just need to score. Actually, yeah, we just need to score. I was about to say we're down one, but we're not. Zion to the rim and one. Let's go. Andre Drummond fouls Zion. That is a big basket by Zion Williamson. Can he hit this free throw? And he does. And just like that, we go up 4 points. That was such a big play. Holy moly. What an absolute play by Zion Williamson. And Harden missing that clutch 3 is insane. We're up 4, though. The game is not over. There's definitely still time left. So let's see what the Warriors decide to do. Gonna pass it in to Harden, I assume. He almost... Oh, I'm about to say, was that a 5-second violation? They're gonna call another timeout. They got to talk things over, because that was really close to a 5-second violation. But inbounding it here again. We played great defense last time. Let's see if we can do that again. They're going to pass it to James Harden. No, he's going to hang on to the ball again. Is this a 5-second? It's not. Going to go out to Little. Harden is kind of open a little bit. He's got Little in his face. Jalen Green from the perimeter. Good defense. And he almost hits it. But that is going to be your ball game, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to put Zion at the free throw line. As long as we hit both these, this should be your game. Or even one of them should be. Zion hits the first one. If he hits the second one, it is safe to say we've come in and upset the Golden State Warriors, and we're moving on to the championship finals. And now we await our opponents, either Atlanta or Milwaukee. So Atlanta has Luka, RJ, and DeAndre Ayton. So they got both. Okay, interesting. I like that. They got Markelle Fultz, KCP, and Tatum, Miles Bridges. So either way, we got a tough opponent awaiting us. So who do we get? We get Luka Doncic, of course. Why wouldn't we? So we get Luka Doncic, Grayson Allen, RJ, DeAndre Ayton. So this should be a fun matchup. Of course, we're going to go with Simcast. That's how we got to end this video, if we can end off on a championship here. Let's see if we can celebrate a championship for this Thunder team. The Hawks are going to start out with the lead, but we get it back. They're trying to take it back here in the second quarter. We're hanging on to it. This is a close game once again. Actually super close, but it looks like we have a really solid lead unless we blow it, which we definitely could. We almost did last game. I think we got it, though. I think we got this. 110. That is going to be your ball game. And just like that, we have brought a championship to the Oklahoma City Thunder in a March Madness format. This was a little fun of a video. I mean, it wasn't too crazy of a video, but if you guys enjoyed different videos like this, definitely let me know down in the comment section below. I had a lot of fun with it. March Madness, of course, super fun in the month of March. That's why it's called March Madness. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Comment down below any other, funky ideas you guys have. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.